you go in and then they say, "Hey, we are landing early," and you say, "Oh, that makes sense because there's a hole in the plane."
Here
Yo!
Okay, Arsenio Hall. You silly
Wind it
goose.
up.
Wind it up. Was that the new thing?
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome to the show, everybody.
Hello.
It's been a minute, like a week.
In a minute.
So, yeah, lots of things happening, doing stuff.
I need chapstick.
Yeah, you do.
Hey.
What? Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud.
It's a little cold outside.
Was it cold and frightful? And the fire is so delightful.
Did you say it's cold in Feifel? Like,
Frightful.
oh,
Not fivel.
I was like the American, the little mouse.
American tail. No.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Feifel goes west to Washington, where
So-
it's cold and rainy, and everybody eats chapstick.
People always say it's not the destination, but the journey that gets you there is
Sometimes.
the fun part, right?
Yes.
What about when unexpected things happen? Do you like it?
In the journey
Yeah. Does
or
that
in
make
the
it?
destination?
No, in the journey. Like, does that make it so much fun to get to where you're going?
I think the surprise, what the surprise is.
Yeah.
I think if the surprise is death, probably not. That seems
You
like
don't care if it's.
right, but if it was you, if we were like on doing something on the journey, and then it's like, well, he died, I'd be like, the journey was not worth it.
Or maybe it was.
No, I love you. But I mean, when we drove up from California, drove down and back.
That was a hard day.
So sorry. Yawning. I'm freezing, so I'm yawning. Our head gasket blew, and
I did not blow my head gasket. The car blew it.
I said the head gasket blew.
No, I'm just letting everybody know.
And it was that was not great.
No.
That was a part of the journey. I don't know that I would say that I enjoyed that part of the journey.
No, and I'm not saying that necessarily when crazy things happen that you enjoy it, but a lot of people are saying that it's the journey that makes the trip, not necessarily the destination.
I mean, I would say yes. Like in general, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the process of the thing that makes you enjoy the thing at the end.
Right.
I get that.
I think it's funny that you brought up the head gasket and the car
Why?
blowing, because, I mean, that was the vehicle, like, saying, nah, I'm good. I want to stay in Crescent City the rest of my life. Right?
Yes.
In California. Well, let's say you were in a mode of transportation that was not grounded.
Like you
Like
got
it's-
electrocuted?
No, like it's in the air.
Oh, the plane.
Like it's in the air, right? And let's just say you had just taken off for a little bit,
Sure.
and then there is a part of the plane that was there but is there no longer.
Right. Yeah, apparently it was an old emergency exit, and then they patched it, and the patch didn't hold.
No, there's certain ones that have those plugs all over. It's like an optional.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's not great. You go in, and then they say, "Hey, we are landing early," and you say, "Oh, that makes sense because there's a hole in the plane."
Well, not just like whole, like it lost pressure. What happens when it loses pressure? Little danglies come down right? And you have to do your mask before your kids,
Yeah.
right?
That's what they say.
That's what they say. If you pay attention,
You're
so
supposed to. I
what?
learned why though.
Why you're supposed to pay attention?
No, why you're supposed to do that. And it's not like it's because you have to have oxygen to your brain
Right.
to be like I was just always like, "Oh, okay." Like that way, yours is done and then you do your kids and then if like the kids are fighting or whatever, like but it's
Yeah.
like so that you have oxygen to your brain so that you can function to do it for your children because they can't do it for you.
Right.
I mean, if they're young enough, they can. But I was like, oh,
Kids don't need oxygen. That's fine.
I mean, they do
Okay. Now,
now.
not just that part of the plane fell off,
Okay.
you lose cabin pressure, but let's then say it is now sucking towards said hole. So much so that there are reports that say the kid that was close to it, their shirt got sucked off of them, and their mom had to hold on to the kid to make sure it didn't get sucked out of the plane.
Well, here's the thing. I bet when they land, they were so thankful to be alive.
When they
But
and
that
they
is a
clapped when they
journey.
landed.
Yeah, that was a journey they were not designed to ever happen
Could you
again.
imagine that though? If our
No.
kid, like, shirt sucked clean off of them, and you're just like holding on for dear life, making sure that it will get sucked out of the plane.
Here's the thing. I can imagine it on a kid, but on myself, there's so much of my body inside of a shirt. That air would have to wrestle it off of my body. Like it is, it is down, tucked into the seatbelt, which is just hanging on for dear life, I may add. And then it's under my giant wings of my own. Like for my shirt to come off, like.
Then you're gonna be like, "You lift me up."
It would be that would be quite a powerful vortex to like remove my shirt in that situation. But no, that would be terrifying.
It reminds me of the wind of the person that was doing the newscast and the hurricane. Like, people, they're saying to stay inside, and then all of a sudden the stop sign goes
Yeah.
knocks them off their feet.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be like that much wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of wind, it's been crazy here.
It has been.
Like the last couple of days, like it so much so that last night our house was howling in the wind.
Yeah.
And then today at my job, it was opening doors on its own from the wind. This is nuts.
It's pretty windy right now.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Last night. So our cat,
It's
I
a
would
pain.
love for sometimes. I would love for her to sleep with us. And
That
at one
makes one of
point
us.
she did. But right after Hurley passed, she did sleep with us for a little bit. But then in the middle of the night she wakes up and just starts running around the room.
Well, not just
And
running
wants
around
to
the
leave
room.
around the room and then she like
She like
pounces
paws.
and then like
Yeah.
says it's time to wake up. And anyway, so
And it's
she
only 3 o'clock in the morning, and ain't nobody got time for
Yeah.
that.
So she has room of the rest of the house and I shut the door. I'm like, mm-mm.
Right, because if she's not pouncing on you, she's at the door crying to get out.
Yeah. So
So-
last night I hear this ka-thunk, ka-thunk. And sometimes she'll take her claws and she'll pick up the rug in front of, like in the hallway and then drop it. Clunk,
She's clever.
ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. And I was like, ma'am. It was like 12:45. And I was like, oh, honey. Like, it is not time. Normally it happens around 3:45 between those times. And I go out and she's not there. I'm like, well, where is she? And I hear it. And I hear ka-thunk, scrape, ka-thunk, scrape. And I'm like, okay, what's that? And I go look, and Noelle is laying on the register like she does most of the time.
Because she loves to soak up the heat
She does.
like a reptile.
Oh, I am so sorry. I am so cold. Like, I am cold, and so
And
it
that
makes
makes you
me yawn.
yawn?
Yeah, I think, yeah, my body just goes, it's time to shut down. Yeah, it's been
It's
chilly.
because we
My
keep our
toes.
house at a cool 65 degrees in the
Oh, and I'm not
winter.
wearing slippers. I
Or
usually wear
64,
slippers. My
actually.
toes are chilly. And then when I use the facilities, I could hear in the backyard, like I could just hear, like, oh, okay, it is the wind,
Yeah.
and it's dropping branches and twigs and such and pine cones, and then they're just being blown across the roof.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
driving to work this morning, it was like driving on a bed of flowers, except for his tree parts
Mm-hmm.
all over the place. But,
Yeah. My my bosses, um, the guy, Dan, he goes out front and he goes, um,
oh, he was there
no,
at
Chantel was there today.
his
He was
house.
at the house,
Oh,
and
okay.
he goes, Chantel, how? Oh my gosh!
Is that what he was like? He was like, Chantel,
A tree fell in the front right by the entry, and she's
oh,
like, "Oh no, I'm tired of doing stuff." Like, oh man, and she's like, "How bad is it?" And he's like, "You're gonna have to just come look at it."
oh, no. He's so good at that.
She goes outside, and it's their Christmas tree, like one of their old Christmas trees, the real life one that was in its pot thing,
Mhm.
and it had fallen. And it's like this tall. And she's like,
Oh,
man. So then they did it to all the kids. They're like, a tree fell at the entry. Da, da. So then they send it to Riley, and Riley's like, a tree fell at. So she did it to me. A tree fell at Chantel's house, and I was like, oh no. And she goes, is this one? I was like, come on. I was like, we will rebuild. It's,
that's hilarious.
yeah. So that was really funny. But lots of people do have actual trees down. So
Yes.
that's not funny. All right.
Yeah, I mean, there were schools that did not start this morning because they had no power.
Mm,
Like, and we lost power too. So, but
we did
anyway,
for like 2.5 seconds.
I don't know. I was sleeping.
I was
I
not.
got woken up by the of
Oh.
something turning on when they got power back. So
Yeah. It was weird.
anyway,
It was. Anywho, we're supposed to get snow on Friday. I'm so excited. And I just gonna hold on.
you do realize on either end of that though is rain.
I
So the
know.
likelihood of it sticking is slim.
I know, but I just want to
Other
see
than the
it.
fact that
And the fact. It took you forever to say the T. Other than the fact.
yep, that it's actually supposed to be in the 20s overnight and right before daybreak. So like
So,
while I'm at
ice.
work
Black ice.
on the forklift outside, it's gonna be like 21 degrees. I'm gonna be a
I
little
think you're going to
frozen.
need to get those
Little frozen.
fleece canvas pants from Costco.
Old Navy. Performance fleece.
Yeah, no, from Costco.
Oh, we should bring back like the 90s commercials. Just so like we could have like reminisce.
Reminisce. We could do that in our brain. We
I
do that
forget so
already.
many things.
Yeah, until
Though.
it happens, and then it comes swinging back.
And you're like, oh yeah. Speaking of which, they're doing a reboot of Night Court, and one of the lawyers that was on there is going to be on there. Anyway, just saw that ad. Random squirrel.
I didn't watch a lot of Night Court.
I watched a fair amount.
Did you?
Yeah. And then, like last year, the guy that played the bailiff, big bald guy, died.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was a hilarious character in that show. He was just
The
like
old one or the new one?
the old one.
Oh, the old one, the old.
The old one when we were kids.
Oh, he passed away.
Yeah,
Oh, that's sad.
but he was a very tall guy, bald. He'd been in other things. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, he always played like the goofy, odd character
Mm-hmm.
as the bailiff. And one time, all of the judge and the lawyers, the recurring lawyers in the show because it's a sitcom and blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah, went to Bull's house that's right next to the train track, so you get the comedy of like the train track always going by and it's really loud. And he has this furniture, couches
Yeah.
look very nice and plush and beautiful, right?
Tell me
And
it's covered in plastic.
fabric. No, it's fabric,
Oh.
right? And they go to plop down and they're like, oh, because his furniture is cement. It's just made to look like it's super comfy. So they just like
Why?
plop down and just like wreck themselves.
Why?
I don't remember why, but I just remember the fact that like it was so hard.
Oh. No, I've never seen that. That sounds funny though.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds funny.
I mean, 90s fashion's coming back. Let's bring back 90s commercials.
Okay.
I mean, they're redoing shows.
I'll
Why
sign
not?
your petition.
Any hoozles.
I'll sign your petition.
Also, something that you could be wondering right now:
Oh,
what does eagle taste like?
probably
And the
a
only
lot
reason
like
I say
chicken.
that, only reason I say that is because there was one that the wingspan on an eagle is quite large.
Right.
And most power lines are supposed to be far enough apart that a winged animal cannot touch two wires at once, causing barbecue.
Fried chicken, sure.
Right. Unfortunately for this eagle, it found the spot where it was not far enough for that particular size bird. And it got a little crispy
Oh
and fell down. So I know like killing an eagle is not a good thing.
no. Yeah, it's very illegal.
Very, very much against
Very
the law.
illegal. Also,
However-
it's majestic, so why
However,
would you?
this one's already dead and
but
partially
that would
cooked.
be like-
It's like par cooked. So I mean, you could try it. Maybe try it
Would that be
with some
illegal?
ranch and some barbecue sauce. Make it real American.
We're all American. Would that be? I would still think that it's illegal to eat it.
I don't. It's dead. You didn't kill it.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like if a statue falls apart, can you just take one of the arms and be like, it's already broken?
Well, statue is owned property. That's the difference.
Yeah, but it isn't like if it's illegal to shoot one, it's illegal to own one.
Property. Is it illegal to own one?
I don't actually know. I was just guessing. I just assumed that if it's in a zoo, it's on loan from the United States.
It's on loan. United States.
You know?
As far as I know, animals are not owned property by the U.S. government in like a wildlife situation. I don't know, maybe they are. Maybe like in Yosemite National Park or something. I don't know, because they just let them roam. It's not like they're feeding them like the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't even know that you're allowed to like own eagle's feathers. Like I feel like I heard one time, correct me if I'm wrong, for goodness sake. I feel like I heard that at one point, if it's an eagle feather, you can't even like pick it up and take it home. You're not allowed to like even take eagle
Was
feathers.
that your parents telling you so that you
So I didn't-
bring home bird disease or what?
Honestly, I don't know. I really thought it was for real though.
I mean, because sometimes we hear things and we think things and they are not the same. Evidently, at least that's what we found out last night playing cards.
Yeah, we were
Where?
playing cards with my parents and they taught us this card game. And then my dad did something, and we're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he's like, what? You can do that. And we're like, no. We have been
And
playing this card game.
both of us,
Yeah. We're like, no,
no.
you have to use the card. And he's like, no, you can just discard it if you don't want. And I was like, okay, I don't believe your memory, Mom. And
He's got the bestest memory of the whole family.
if it's long-term things, not recent things. And she was like, yeah, we've always. And I was like, no, okay, all right, you're moving in sooner than I thought. We have both been playing a certain way where you pick up the card, you have to use it.
Yeah.
It's called Nines. The game is called Nines. And they're like, no, we've never played that way. And I'm like, we've always played that way. So at what point, like, why did we both think that we had to
Right, that we
use
had
it?
to use it, but
Unless there's another card game that's so
No.
similar that we just assumed.
because we haven't been playing any other card games that are like that of recent, like not in years for me. And
But they just
'cause
sent
it-
over the
it was the
rules.
thing
It's not
of-
in the rules.
because the way that I remember it being explained to us is you get a choice. You get the random flip of pulling from the stack, or you pull the top one from the discard pile. Those are your two options.
Yeah, but if that's all the instructions, the random flip from the top, that doesn't say you have to put it into your nines.
No, that's what I'm saying. You get to choose one or the other. You
They have to be put in.
one
See,
or
I
the
thought
other.
so too, but they were like, no, that's not it. And I was like, wait, what? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Anywho.
and then we found out that my brother and Selena, they play a completely different way.
A dumb way, maybe.
That you can flip over a card instead of just taking one.
Rando flip.
And I was
No
like,
way.
excuse me, when did that happen? I thought that was just in like golf. The card game golf. Maybe they mixed the two things. I don't really know.
Mixy.
Anyway, we had a conversation last night with my parents, and they sent over the rules
It may
today.
or may not.
And it was not in the rules.
Passionate conversation.
It wasn't in the rules that they sent over.
Well, that's. I remember.
So I don't know how we Mandela affected this game that we've been playing and teaching
Mandela
people.
affected.
Yeah.
Well, Mandela?
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's a Mandela.
It's not like Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
No, it's Mandela effect.
No,
like
it's Mandela.
The Mandela.
No.
Line.
No. It's Mandela because there's things that people believe about Nelson Mandela that didn't actually happen.
What?
Yes, that's why they call it the Mandela
I
effect.
thought it was the Mandela effect because all the designs, everything is so intricate and it can be.
No.
What? People are saying Mandela effect?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I'm going to have to put this on the screens here for you. Pardon me while I clickety-clackety in your ears.
I'm drinking this blueberry infusion tea from Olympus Women's Spa. It's delicious. Just so you know. Mandala. Allah.
Oh, gosh. It would help if I could.
Spell?
Yeah. Oh, okay. The Mandela effect is a phenomenon where a large segment of the population misremembers a significant event or shares a memory of an event that did not actually occur. The term was coined by a paranormal researcher, Fiona Brome, in 2009 after she discovered that she, along with a number of others, believed that Nelson Mandela had died in the 1980s when he actually died in 2013. No Mandela's there, just the Mandela.
Okay.
This is the whole thing of like where like people were like, oh, Shaq Fu never happened when it actually did.
No, I thought it was Shazam.
That too.
Shazam was Shaq.
No, Shazam with what's his face?
Shaq.
Sinbad.
Yeah, he had one.
No. Oh my goodness.
He had one too. There was Shazam.
Is it Shazam or is it a different one?
I think it's Shazam. Shazam is the big one. Also, I always thought it said, "We are the champions of the world." But then
My
at the very
friends.
end, huh?
At the very end, it does.
It doesn't.
Uh huh.
No, we are the champions.
Oh yeah, yeah, it does.
We are we are the champions.
Of the world.
No, it doesn't
Yes,
say
it
that.
does.
No,
I've
it
heard it.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. I just know. And I thought for sure, that it said of the world at the end, and it doesn't.
Don't even play with me right
It
now.
doesn't. It just says we are the champions.
I'm gonna have to look at
And
it.
then it stops.
I'm gonna have to lose.
Well, you're not going to find it. It's a.
No, I'm.
What are you looking for?
It's not on here.
No, it's not because it's not.
It was there. I've seen tapes of it. Anyway,
I've seen.
now you're gonna have me look up this.
We are the champions.
We're doing an investigative podcasting right now, people.
Lyrics. Yeah.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. We are the champions.
Of the world.
No, it doesn't say that. I always thought it finished of the world.
I've heard it in like a show, and the ending be of the world.
It might have been the first chorus, but the last chorus, the outro,
See, right there.
doesn't say. Yeah, in the chorus, but the last part of the song doesn't end with "of the world."
Heard this specific part, and it trails off at the end of a live recording, and that the world part is the last part that rings out.
Or maybe they just lower the thingy and let it ring. I don't know, but there's a few things. Let freedom ring. Yeah.
Jump, jump. Or however it goes.
Just like that.
Hey, just because I can't carry a tune in a Homer bucket from Home Depot with a handle.
Home Depot. Yum.
No, that's Red Robin. Anyway.
When I retire, I want to work at Home Depot. I think I've said that. Or Lowe's.
The Depots. Hey, whatever gets us a discount. And it makes you happy. If it makes you happy. Anyway.
So we were watching a thing, and it was they're talking about icks or not it, no icks or no ick, and so I thought we should ask each other, ick or no ick, on things.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Is this going to get personal?
No.
Am I going to feel attacked on this?
No, I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Loud chewing while someone's eating.
That's an ick. You know this.
That's an ick. That was an easy one. Now you go. That was an easy one.
I'm supposed to come up with these?
Yeah. You go next.
Oh.
We always have music or a show or something on in the background. He has misophonia, so he does not do well with mouth sounds.
Cuffed pants on dudes.
Okay.
Tight cuffed pants on dudes. Above ankles.
Like skinny jeans?
Yes, but like tight.
Skinny jeans?
Like cuffed. Like at the top of the ankle. Like they about to go through some water.
For me, cuffed skinny jeans on a man is an ick. On women? For you?
No, that was my question. You have to come up with your own question.
Oh, you're not answering it?
No.
Too? Oh.
Oh, I can.
I like when you have like boot cut or straight leg jeans and they're like cuffed over your boots
Yes, but not like
with like a flannel.
tight.
Look like a little lumberjack.
But not like.
Whoa, lumberjack.
But not like tight on my leg. Like
No.
my foot just barely
Like
came
leggings.
out the came out the bottom.
Jeggings.
Ugh.
Men in jeggings. Ick.
On ladies, to me, it's neither here nor there.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, some pants look good, some pants don't.
Sure. Sure.
It would be weird if your leggings were cuffed though. Like if you just rolled them up.
Not even cuffed, just roll them.
Yeah.
Just this ring around your calf.
Looks like one of those sweatbands from the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Um, Gosh, I had some. I should start writing things down.
Yeah.
Me
your
not
test
writing
anxiety,
things
and
down.
You're the one who's asking the questions.
Me not writing things down. Ick or no ick? Ick.
Well, it doesn't make an ick.
That's
It
true.
doesn't make you less attractive that you don't
Oh my
write things
gosh,
down.
honey. Um, there was one. It was like guys in no-show socks, where it's just around the heel and
Okay,
the
but
toes.
those were lady socks. Those had to be lady socks.
Lady socks.
Those had to be like lady
It
socks
was-
for flats.
It was heel, toes, and I was like, no, I don't think those look good on anybody. Like just alone, in a shoe you can't see them, but like
Yes, that's the term, no-show socks.
yeah, but just walking around the house just with like.
But that person
don't
was
know.
right. Like socks should be seen and not heard. Like everybody wants to know that you're wearing socks. I mean, maybe that's just me, but people, because sometimes funk be coming out the top of them shoes if there's no socks under there. So there's like this added assurance that there's socks there.
Less funk potentially.
Yeah.
In high school, Doc Martens sandals were all the rage.
Not Birkenstocks is what.
Yeah, but
No,
Doc Martens at the
I
time
thought
were
Doc
like the
Martens
big-
were only boots.
No,
Don't look at me like I'm stupid.
no, honey.
Yeah. You
So
fashionista.
we had okay, that's not it. Boots, yes, also, but sandals, and they were like on top, and then they had like a strap in back that you like buckle.
Oh, they were like the
weave.
two over the top, or the weave with a
The
panel.
The weave. And then there's some that were just strapped. Anyway, the problem was you didn't wear socks with them. And so a lot of times people just walk around with like
Unless you
mustard
were in the
feet.
Northwest.
No, sometimes yes, but most of the time no. And your feet smelled like mustard.
Or a whole truckload of onions.
No, just mostly it was just sour, like vinegar or mustard.
No way, man.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. It was a whole thing. But they were cute. They were cute. I had white boot Doc Martens.
Okay. How
I
about
had some
in
sand. I had a couple. Like it was a big.
the spirit of that?
Yeah.
Flip flops with socks. Icks or no icks?
I can't say that it's an ick because I've done it a lot.
Yes, you can.
I think it's a no ick.
You can say it's an ick. Be like, yeah, I've done it because it was comfortable. That's what I wanted to wear that day. But
It was no. It
I
wasn't
know
what
I was
wanted
not
to
in my
wear.
best form.
It wasn't what I
Like-
wanted to wear. Toe socks with flip flops,
Gross.
totally fine because
Gross.
it's meant to be like that.
Toe socks in
That's
general
an
are it.
Toe socks and flip flops are fine
They're
because
like
they
the
have
toe
the
shoes. The toe shoes.
the
ick.
Vigrams and
Yeah.
stuff.
They may be fantastic, but ew.
But like if it's a regular sock and you just shove your foot in onto your flip flop, I think that's out of necessity. I don't know that somebody would just walk around like that willingly. I think that's just like, oh, I've
Now
got
I
socks
feel
on.
attacked because I have. Because we were doing softball or something. And I only had flip flops at the time. I didn't have
Yeah,
slides.
but you're not doing it to like walk around to the store. You're
We
like
did
getting
go to
out
the
of.
store.
Right, but you didn't like wake up and go, all right, I'm putting on some socks and flip flops. Like it was, you came out of
No,
your
that wasn't
cleats
my
and you put in.
it wasn't my day outfit.
Yeah,
But
that was like, it had a purpose
I mean,
because you
people
were
were
coming
looking
out
at
of
me
your
like
closet.
they thought I thought that was my day outfit.
Probably. They're like, no, because you were wearing like a jersey and
I'm just
pants
saying.
and stuff. Like they could tell, like, oh, he was sportsing. That's different than if you're just like, you know what, basketball shorts, flannel, socks, flip flops, done, hat, I'm out.
Mm.
That is an ick.
What?
That's an ick. Um, Did you know that kids nowadays are doing like theme days for school or Adam Sandler?
What?
Like it's like a Hawaiian shirt and basketball shorts and like sneakers.
Oh, I mean that's a look.
But the whole thing is that like one of the themes for Spirit Week is Adam Sandler.
Okay, here's one.
That's funny.
Ick or no ick?
Okay.
Age appropriate clothing. Is that an ick or a no ick? Right? So let's say if an older lady decides to wear what the kids are wearing as a fashion trend, is that an ick or a no ick?
I I think it really matters on what it is. Because I don't care if you're 80 and you want to wear a baby doll t-shirt or a crop top, but does it have like Tweety Bird on it? Then it's an ick.
What if they really like Tweety Bird?
That's when it's an ick for me.
Why is that
I
an
don't
ick?
know because then it's like a cartoon and it's just
Okay, well
maybe
what
don't.
about tie-dye? Bright tie-dye.
Never an ick. Never an ick. People can wear tie dye at any size, any age, any shape, and it's big or as small as they want. Tie dye is forever
Mm,
a no ick. I
interesting.
love tie dye.
Okay. Well, the only reason I bring that up is because our style is in style right now for the youngins because
Yeah.
we're not young anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be hilarious if both of us were to dress up in what we would have worn to high school and go into the coffee shop
Mm-hmm.
because you have a 20 something person working there that
Um,
wears similar clothing.
that's essentially what I wore. You wore a jersey with a giant G on it.
It was a warm up
If
shirt from
you
Georgetown
started wearing
University.
that everywhere, ick.
Why? I had a team. Why would that be an ick? Did you not play sports? Did you not have a team
I
that you wore sportsing things for?
No, I wore
Yes.
an ex-boyfriend's New Jersey Devils jersey,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't have my own jersey like that.
Okay.
But I mean, there were a lot of people that did have like the pretty fly for a white guy, blue on yellow on blue.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was huge to have like FUBU and
Uh-huh.
all of those things. I did have some probably questionable
Hmm.
attire,
Hmm.
like jeans that like cinched, and so you pull them up to above your calf. So you just had like poofy jeans to your calf,
Oh.
and then you wear a baby doll t-shirt. And then I had this vest that was like blue, white, and yellow that you zip up, and it was like this interesting pleathery rain gear type thing. My hair was in like buns and or
You had bread in your hair?
interesting like glasses with like blue or yellow frames.
Mm.
I was so cool. I should pull out. I don't have you ever looked at my I don't think he's ever actually seen my photo albums from when I was in high school.
No.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
I need to get some of my stuff to take to Riley. She's 20. She's my coworker. And yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I could get some big old Boss pants from back in the day
Oh, I loved giant pants.
with my Boss sweaters that I had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your sweater vests?
No, no, no. I had actual like Boss like sweaters.
It was like the sweater with like the zip from here with like the tall collar that you could kind of flop over.
Yeah.
Or oh, I loved those.
Yep.
Yes, we should do that. Bring it on.
And then
No-ick.
you know,
I take it back. No-ick.
if you know I was more in shape like I used to be, sweater vest with no shirt on underneath.
Ick.
No. Fantastic.
Okay.
Fan-frickin-tastic.
Ick.
With big pants. Perfect. Perfect outfit.
Perfect. You're supposed to have a t-shirt underneath it.
No.
You were showing off your guns.
Yeah.
Oh. Hi.
And I'm a hot-blooded. I was hot-blooded at that point.
Just
I
bluish shirt.
would wear a
off.
sleeveless t-shirt in like sub-zero weather.
We all did things when we were younger.
So at that point, if I was wearing a sweater, there's nothing on underneath it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Our styles are definitely interesting. And here now, like social media is such a thing that people don't really have the same. If you want to learn how to put on makeup, you just go to YouTube.
Oh
you go
yeah,
to
you
TikTok.
don't. There's
you
no
just
awkward phase anymore.
yeah. No one is just like
Not knowing
kids
how
aren't
to
struggling
contour,
the same way.
right?
We had a mask on at all times. It was you had an orange face, and then it was a line, and you were white, and then you had lip liner, dark lip liner with like this light gloss, light white frosty on the inside. Our eyebrows were pencil.
I think that's a product of your surroundings, though.
And then we had white and frosty blue makeup that we wore all the time. Like it was.
Yeah, but I think some of that was part of the area you were in.
It was
I
good
don't
times.
remember a lot of that
We
when I
were
was growing up.
attractive. I'll tell you that. We had bangs, but they were like the amount of bang was so thin that halfway through school your forehead was so greasy it just turned into like 4 bang. So you had to constantly you're
I
always
thought you
doing
were
this.
saying it turned into just being like smashed against your head.
Yeah, well, you take enough time to like, curl it out.
Uh-huh.
And then
So you
would
went
do
from
this,
like
all the
bangs
time.
in the 80s. Like bangs.
Well, in 5th grade it was like hair up, hair out. Like you were like holding it, back combing, holding it. Then you were like, and then out. You would hold it.
Uh-huh.
You had like the bangs that were like this big, and you had 2 or 3 that curled back, and 1 or 2 that curled forward, and you floofed the whole thing.
I had none of that.
And then we just went to like in 8th grade, we just had like this thinnest amount. 7th grade, we had like the thinnest amount, and it was just, you could see through them to your forehead. You weren't hiding anything. But yeah,
So it's
and
not
then
like
we
you were
started
trying
pinning
to-
them to the side because now we're trying to grow them
It's not
out.
like you were trying to hide a 5 head or something.
No. But we definitely got pimples because our greasy head and our greasy hair made more pimples on our forehead. So that was real fun.
Beauty is pain.
We were great. We were great.
And on that bombshell, that's it, folks. If you liked what you heard, like it, subscribe it,
Ring a dang a
comment it,
dang.
ring ding ding ding
Ring a
that
dang a
bell
dang.
so you get notified when we put some
Come on, ring
new
that
stuff out.
bell.
Yeah. And share it with your friends. Maybe they need a good laugh if you laughed. Or maybe they need a good cry because we're so fantastical at this thing that we
Yeah,
got going on here.
it's
But
true.
anyway, thanks for joining us and we'll see you next week.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.